No clash, no roar, just silence. In the shadows, battles won. I see through foggy veils, no swords to raise, no cries to wail. Victory's touching ghostly hue. Darkness glows a pale blue. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. Creeping through the twisted wood, echoes shards where warriors stood. Just a breath, just a wish. No more war, no final fist. Wisdom whispers in the night. Strength in peace, no need to fight. Witness walk in soft embrace. No battle scars, no deadly taste. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. In the still night whispers float. In the quiet heartbeat slow. No clash, no roar, just silence. In the shadows, battles won. I see through foggy veils. No swords to raise, no cries to wail. Victory's touching ghostly hue. Darkness glows a pale blue. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. Creeping through the twisted wood, echoes shards where warriors stood. Just a breath, just a wish. No more war, no final fist. Wisdom whispers in the night. Strength in peace, no need to fight. Witness walk in soft embrace. No battle scars, no deadly taste. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. In the still night whispers float. In the quiet heartbeat slow. No clash, no roar, just silence. In the shadows, battles won. I see through foggy veils. No swords to raise, no cries to wail. Victory's touching ghostly hue. Darkness glows a pale blue. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. Creeping through the twisted wood.
Alright, morning everybody.
Then I
Welcome.
told her to eat my ass. Just kidding.
Oh my god!
Wrong type of
Oh
stream.
my god!
If you want to see the ass get eaten, tune in. Also, let me close that. You won't need that right now. So, welcome to our return. It's a surprise tool that will help us later. Motherfuckers had me talking about Mr. Buddy's nut milk last stream, so I don't want to hear it. Technically, it was nut oil that became nut milk. Anyway, the point is...
Did you put it in
those
your
were
hair?
two separate
because I hear
topics.
that's good for it.
I could have. It's really good on the face. It's a great moisturizer. Keep it away from the eyeballs, though.
Yeah, I agree. It really is good for the cheeks.
Hey guys.
Keep it up. It's about to be a suppository.
Oh my god. No.
So.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. I am
We gotta
Alan
ease in
from...
with a tangent.
Oh, you gotta ease in with a suppository. Oh, I'm not awake enough for this shit. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to be back.
Hello,
Thank
hello.
you, everyone who has been patient with us and waiting for us. And I can't see through my glasses. It's shaping up to be that kind of morning. So, today we are going to, as mentioned, kind of ease back into things. I know it's been a bit since we played. First, to catch y'all up on the story, what you may have missed. The Shattered World is an urban fantasy tabletop RPG. For those not familiar with the term, it means while it is set in a traditional modern setting, so skyscrapers, cell phones, cars, all of those still exist, there are also fantasy elements. In the Shattered World specifically, magic exists. Magic has always been known to exist. 5 years ago, there was an event known as the Helmyra Incident. Basically, a tear, a rift to a pocket dimension, opened. Now, as I mentioned, magic exists. Supernatural creatures existed, but most of them had been hunted out of existence. With the... Hey, Commodore Zed, welcome to the stream. With
Hello, hello.
the existence of the tears, these rifts that have begun opening, supernatural creatures thought long extinct have come flooding back. Now, no one in universe knows if these creatures are coming through the tears, if they're being created by the tears, if they were always there and they're just being summoned by the tears. No one really knows. That's one of the great mysteries that players have to figure out. The tears do two things, really. Number one, and the reason why they're highly sought after, is because, as I mentioned, they are portals to pocket dimensions. Inside these pocket dimensions is land, resources, living area, very 1840s California gold rush. Everyone is high as shit right now. Thank you, Time. You spoiled it. Minus 70 XP. We are all just high as shit. No. So that is the main thing they do. That is why they are so highly sought after. The downside of what they do is, in this world, magic exists. Magic has always been known to exist. Almost everybody in the world has something about them that is magical. For most people, it's minor things, right? Like, if I break my ankle, it heals in 5 weeks instead of 6. I can lift my cell phone off my desk with my mind very slowly, but I can do it. Very minor things. It's only the capital F families that can do the holy shit, I cast fireball. Magic is also bloodline based. If you want to be able to learn fireball, you better be part of a family that knows fire magic. You can't just pick up a book and study real hard. When a tear opens, no matter how big or small, it gives off a form of radiation. If you are exposed to this, you could become enhanced. It's not always, but it can happen. The enhanced, all player characters are enhanced. You gain access to a new suite of abilities that only enhanced have access to. However, you are cut off from magic as it is understood in this world permanently. You can access items that have magic stored in it, right? You can use rituals because that's magic coming from an outside source based on your devotion and your use of ritual objects. But you yourself, your internal magic, that's gone. And it's replaced with these destiny abilities. Now, because the first tear, the Helmira incident, appeared only 5 years ago, we're still in universe trying to figure out what is going on. There's also not a lot of enhanced. This was mentioned on stream the other day. The population of the Shattered World is roughly what it is in our world. Hey, you tries hard. Thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I remembered to modify my sound settings and it didn't make me cry this time. Yay! Not too bad. This is our first Shattered World stream in a while, so I'm just going over the basic setting, catching people up on what's going on, and then we're going to be running through the playtest for a little bit. Shattered World is our tabletop RPG. It's the one I've designed. It is an urban fantasy classless system using 2d12 as the only dice. How you doing? What were you raiding today? But where was I? Shit. Hey,
That's the ability
rookie.
to cut off magic.
Yes, so you could have been this reality's version of Gandalf and Harry Dresden and blah blah blah, right? Whoever your shit hot spellcasters are. If you're exposed to a tear and become an enhanced, I'm sorry, you're a level 1 peasant now. Deal with it. Very nice. What's your setting about? I may not respond immediately, and I do apologize. I will absolutely respond to. What's your setting about? I love to hear new shit. Let me... I'm just a little guy. Alright. Follow. Cool. So, that is the setting in a nutshell. Oh, that's right, population. So, the Shattered World has a population roughly equivalent to the real world, right? So, about 8 billion people. There are only about 2,000 enhanced in the world right now. There are people willing to go through these tears and risk becoming an enhanced for whatever lies on the other side. But there's no real way to know what's on the other side until you go through. So it's very much high risk, high reward. And as I mentioned, tears can open and close. Even if you stabilize it, it still has a shelf life. Very nice. Daggerheart is a system I need to sit down at some point and try. It's on my list, but that list is like 40 games deep right now. So it's on the list. It's just going to be a minute. When a tear opens, so when you make your character, there are 8 organizations that you can join. And each organization has its own goals, its own protocols, its own feelings about the other organizations. There are some organizations where the default member of this organization absolutely hates. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Where the default member of the Ardor of the White Eye, for example, and the default stereotypical member of the Necessary absolutely hate each other. That being
It's their fault
said,
for being so bad. Like,
it
just
really
being bad
is.
people.
That's what the Necessary says about the Ardor. Those Ardor are stuck-up bastards. All trust fund kids that think because they remembered how to use a stick with a pointy end, they're awesome. We love you, Lino.
I hate you too.
I hate you too. But joking aside, even if the default member of one organization hates another, when a tear happens, it's all hands on deck. If the two of you are the only one in the area to respond to a tear, it does not matter whether you like each other or not. Go deal with it. Put aside your bullshit, deal with it later, go. Most emergency medical services, most EMS, most fire department, etc., etc., if a tear occurs, most buildings will go into lockdown. And I'm not going. I'm not going to risk becoming enhanced. No. Are there people that will do it? Yeah, sure. But the default assumption is a tear has been detected here, civvies out. Run away. And then any enhanced that are in the area report. So, we are going to go ahead, because it's been a while since we played. If you guys want to introduce your characters, give us a little bit of information about them. We will start with, well, I've got everything alphabetized. So, Colette, your name is first. We will start with you if you are ready.
Sure. I am Colette, played by Danielle, also known as Mad Scientist DH.
Tell us a little bit about Colette.
Oh, she is newly inducted into the Supernatural Hunters Incorporated. She's very much a gunslinger type. Dual wielding pistols. She got intimidate before she got empathy. It's a good thing to say about her.
I learned how to scare people before I learned to give a shit about them.
Anything about her background, or?
We can... I heard a beeping going off, so if you want to handle that, we can talk about that later or whenever you're ready.
No, that was just
Okay.
the oven letting me know it's ready.
Cool. Go ahead then.
She is part of a family that is rumored to have been the ones to have killed the Beast of Gévaudan, and her family very much relies on that reputation as hunters. And she was accidentally exposed to a tear, therefore cut off from her magic, and therefore no longer part of the family in their eyes. And so currently she's trying to find her usefulness in a world that she believes is not for her.
Nice. All right. Crimson, if you want to go ahead and tell us a bit about Crimson.
Hi, I'm Fee, also Crimson. Playing Crimson. Anyway, I am a member of Safe Haven, the Safe Haven Project. Yes, that's what it's called.
Yes.
I save the innocent. I'm also a military brat. My family was one of the very well set off ones, but I was not. I can't. I'm sorry. I just.
You are okay.
I like to set things on fire. So there you go.
A
There you go.
very,
That's what I like to do. I like to save people and set things on fire.
very important character traits. I love them. Sorry for putting you on the spot.
Yeah, thanks, man.
It's what I
Where's
do.
my points?
You'll earn the XP later. Keep it up. So,
All right.
Emor, if you want to go ahead.
Yeah, hi. I'm Super. I'm playing Im You're Dead Now. Imur's family was brutally murdered in front of him during the Night of Screams. He's been working for Starlight Networks as like an accountant for years, long before the Night of Screams. And he's not even supposed to be here today. He's kind of pissed off that he has to be here today, but you know, they can't get a hold of the guy who's supposed to be here today. So he's
Yes.
got to go. He is hopelessly
You were
addicted to
voluntold.
speed. Yep, I was voluntold by my boss. He's hopelessly addicted to speed. He has terrible nightmares about the night that his family was brutally murdered. So far, he's not angry, but he's pretty disappointed.
Very disappointed.
Oh, no, Dad's disappointed.
And then
That's not good.
Super
Although the
is
dad figure is angry, not angry.
disappointed. Very disappointed. And then Super is also, they have their own channel. They do a lot of different video game streaming. They've been addicted to Dune right now. And they also run a D&D 5th edition game every couple of weeks. The next one won't be until October, I believe.
Yeah, beginning of October, I think it was October 11th.
I think so, yeah. About
We're
that.
skipping the 27th.
Yes. But absolutely check them out. And then, Time.
I'm Time Glitch. I play Lino Gallardo. I am part of the Order of the White Eye, the magical Illuminati. And while Lino respects and upholds the Order's politics and authority generally, he also doesn't see completely eye to eye with them. For example, he volunteered to be enhanced, and he really disagrees with some of their political decisions, like for example, eugenics. He's a history nerd, and he saw patterns in the past. It's like, I don't like this.
It's only
I
mild
don't-
eugenics.
For now. But at the moment, he is just keeping his head down and trying to move up the ranks before he can start doing anything of note, really.
Awesome. All right.
Moving up in rank?
You can, yes.
You guys are moving up?
So, as far as the system, the Shattered World is concerned, again, this is the system that I have designed. The quick start guide will be out later this month, early next month. I'm basically doing final edits now. The core rulebook, hopefully this year, probably beginning of next year, unfortunately. But one of the things about the Shattered World is this is a classless, levelless system. As you earn XP, it goes directly into whatever stats, skills, or abilities you want that XP to go into. To follow off what Time said, every organization does have a rank structure, and rather than putting your points into increasing your own personal abilities, you can increase your rank, which will give you some other things. As a reminder, the Shattered World, one of my core design philosophies, when I was growing up, there were basically two types of tabletop RPGs. There was your crunchy kind, basically your Dungeons and Dragons, your OGL style games where they came from that wargaming background and there were rules for absolutely everything. And then your soft systems, your games like Vampire the Masquerade, the early World of Darkness games, where they came from that narrative writing background and rule of cool and narration was more important than the rule set. The Shattered World was my attempt to basically marry both those ideas. The Shattered World is very much a cooperative storytelling game. It does have a very crunchy rule set. I have tried my hardest to make it very easy to get into. Getting rid of rules that didn't make sense, simplifying where I could. I used to teach tabletop RPGs, so that background is what led to me sitting down and designing my own system. But I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, it's early in the morning and my meds are kicking in. Yay, nappy time. So let me get back here. That's what I need to do. Give me one moment. So where the players last left off, it has been a while.
We helped get the metalsmiths out of their apartment, right?
Yes. So what you're seeing is one of the wings of the Riverview Mall. This is a mall that was built directly over a river. And in the early 90s, late 90s, it very much fell into disrepair. In the mid-2000s, it was bought and revitalized as part of a downtown community restoration project. Those of us who are in Rust Belt towns, we know exactly what those are. But the mall was essentially divided into 4 wings. This wing is a bunch of stores, including a grocery store, a small department store. One of the wings is basically a community center. One of the wings has your large auto repair and large department stores, things like that. And then one wing is your 1 and 2 bedroom apartments for higher end professionals that need to be close to the center of the city. And, you know, we charge $3,000 a month for them. But anyway, a tear has opened somewhere in this mall. They're not sure where yet. They believe it is on the 2nd floor in the theater, but they haven't been able to access that area yet. Right now, their goal is to try and get as many civilians out. EMS is in the parking lot, but they are absolutely not coming any closer. Unfortunately...
Also, a kid
go
we
ahead.
saved earlier showed up with like a first aid kit stolen from a ambulance, right?
Mm-hmm. And you guys do have access to that.
Okay.
That was a superior medical kit. So, right now, unfortunately, due to foundry issues, the wing on the right is not showing up. It is... I will switch scenes. Give me one moment. just a little guy. Where it is. There we go. So, all of you should be able to see this now. Let me turn off the... Let me remember how to turn this off. Grid. Okay. Alright, a little easier to see now. So,
It hasn't switched for us, or at least me. Like, I can see it on stream.
Yeah, that's where I'm
yes.
at too, Lena.
It's not going to switch in Foundry for you guys. Foundry wasn't letting me upload, and I got to figure out why it wasn't doing that.
Oh, fun.
Okay.
Unfortunately, so long story short, as much as I love Foundry, it is a good system. It very much has its peculiarities, which I am still working out. And frankly, this is a one-man operation. I'm doing what I can with what I got. It's on stream. You should be able to see it. This is the apartment wing. The players were... right there at the first apartment. This was the Wynn family. Single father, grandmother, and teenage daughter. There was a metallic cat that was essentially an emotional support animal for the daughter. And they had to find it and get it so that they could convince them to leave. They have now left. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. I can count 5 more buildings. So, Super, please roll for me, if you would. It really is, man. Counting is fucking stupid. Anyway, please roll for me.
7.
I can't count 2, 3. Now I'm hired by Valve. Anyway. Super, God. Please roll for me mental acuity plus tech usage.
Mental acuity plus acuity.
Yep. So, all dice rolls in the Shattered World are handled the exact same way. It's 2d12, two 12-sided die, plus an attribute, either ferocity, agility, endurance, mental acuity, or resolve, plus a skill. So, 2d12 plus 7, he got a 20. Previously, when you had gotten into the security office, there was a whole list of programs that you had set up the system to begin giving you access to, but it was going to take time.
Oh, right. Yeah.
As the Wynn family has left, you hear a very soft ding from your tablet as one of the programs has finished. If you go to your journal, under your character sheet, you should see a page listed drone.
You do.
Okay. So, you have access to a single small drone with a camera. This drone does have a very weak weapon built into it. In order to attack with it, it uses your mental acuity plus technology. It has movement 8, and I forgot to... It didn't copy over. However, this one can fly. We're going to call it Gobbo the Drone.
Can fly or only flies?
It only flies.
Okay.
It does have a battery. This will allow it to work for about 10 minutes.
Okay. So I now have this thing in my inventory, or is it located somewhere else?
So it is located, let me switch to you. So it is located in the security office, but it can get to you in 15-20 seconds.
Okay. Fair enough.
So, at this point, what do you guys want to do? You can attempt to continue moving on to each of the apartments. You have to do that. You can attempt to use your drone to scout them out. You can just walk up and start knocking on doors.
I think I'm gonna save the drone for something slightly more imperative.
Okay.
How many more apartments are there? There's 5?
5 more.
Well, we can send
According
the
to our
drone
GM, anyway,
one,
he might have
and
miscounted.
the other
Well,
two.
we could just do the last one together.
No, each of us could take one, and then we can all do the last one together.
Yeah, split the party.
I like splitting the party. This is a brilliant idea.
You
So,
heard it.
I'm-
Go.
Let's go.
Which,
Unless you know.
which
Maybe you
ones are you guys moving yourselves in front of?
I was gonna say I was gonna go to the bottom middle one.
Alright, so... Lino, bottom middle. Super, which one are you moving yourself to?
Put me on the opposite side of Lino.
Crimson.
How about upper back
Upper back?
left? Yeah, upper back. Yeah.
Alright. And Colette.
She would probably go right down the line, so she would be the first one on the right.
In the first one on the bottom left.
Correct.
Okay.
If we're coming from that set of rooms down there.
Yes. You guys are coming from over here with the central garden area.
Yeah.
And then this was... the... Oh, come on. Alright. So, everybody please make for me an agility plus perception check. This will be just to determine turn order.
Agility plus perception.
Yep.
$19.
Hold on,
Oh,
sounds like somebody got nailed.
All right. Emor, what'd you get?
hold on. I'm trying to get the numbers together.
You are all
Okay,
good.
I have 0 perception.
Oh, I did it wrong.
It's all good. First day back.
Yeah, first day back. This
It's
is why we...
slash roll, right?
Yes.
Yep, there you go. You know, you spelled rule.
I like to rule.
Anything to add to it?
Mm-mm.
Good God. Nothing to add to it. No bonuses, and you still got better than I did.
So it just told me you privately rolled some dice.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. Sonny, baby,
Shouldn't
hold.
spend-
I got it.
If you want to just read off what you rolled.
I added my perception and agility, which would be 7, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
asked you if there was anything to add to it, and you said no.
It's all good. So what did you end up rolling?
A 21.
Awesome.
That's so funny.
So a 21 plus the 7, so 28 in total?
No. 21
Okay.
in total, both times.
A 21 in total, both times.
Nice. Do-do-do-do-do. I'm just a little guy. All right. Sorry, I sing a lot. I'm not good at it, but I do it.
It's just this stream, actually. First day back.
Yeah. Come for the custom-made game. Stay for the random-ass rants and singing. It's what we got. So, we are going to start with Crimson. We are then going to move on to Lino. And then Emor and Colette, you both got 15s. Colette, you are the one with the higher bonus, so you will go before Emor unless you two tell me otherwise.
Okay.
And again, at any time, if you want to call for help from one of your allies, feel free. So, Colette.
Right.
Or, I'm sorry, Crimson. God damn. You are in front of the far right apartment. What are you doing?
I'm going to put my ear up to it, see if I can hear anything.
All right, mental acuity plus perception for me.
Mental acuity plus perception. That would be 4 and 3, so that is also 7.
Should be the same roll you just did.
Come on. Damn keyboard.
Also, real quick, okay. Number 1, do me a favor, read it
Why
off.
do I keep rolling 21s? This makes no sense.
So you got a 21.
You guys really like blackjack.
Yes. Do me a favor, Crimson. Right above the box where you type stuff in, you should see 4 little symbols that say public roll, private GM roll, blind GM roll, and self roll.
Blind GM roll, self roll, public roll,
Yes.
Yeah, there's
sure-
like
private GM roll. What do you need me to do?
Make sure public roll is clicked. On my end, as you roll, the last 3 rolls you've sent have just said Crimson privately rolled some dice and showed question marks. So I can't actually see what you're rolling.
Do you need me to roll again?
No, you told me 21, I believe you. If you told me 57, I would not. However, 21, I will believe you.
All right.
Do me a favor, just go ahead and make a roll. I don't care what you're rolling. Just to make sure that it works now after you hit public roll. I got a 72. There we go. God
It's
damn.
not working. It's still showing up as 21. This is something's not working.
It is okay.
Maybe it's working perfectly.
Yeah, maybe you just keep getting 21s.
That makes no sense. How could I get 4 21s in a row? I'll take it if I'm allowed to.
It
But
could
damn.
it could be worse. You could have gotten 4 zeros in a row.
Or what was it? Negative.
Negative
time.
1.
Yeah.
We love you, Fee.
All right. So did I hear anything?
So yes. So, as you come up to the door, whereas before on the little mailbox there was just the Wynn family on the name, this one has 3 separate last names. You see Grahn, Grahn, Okafor, and Schultz.
Those are some names. Okay. Grahn, Ogathor, and Schultz.
Okay,
Yep.
for what?
All right. Well, I guess I'm.
As you come to the door, you listen. You do hear very quiet, very fierce whispering. And you can also distinctly hear, you are a specialist in firearms, correct?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. So, for my new listeners, real
I believe
quick.
I am. Let me check, double check.
Absolutely. So, while you're doing that, for our new listeners, your skills run on a score of 0, meaning you have no practical experience with the score, up to 7.
Yeah, I'm a
7
specialist.
being you are the, like, if we're 200 years from now talking about the best composers of your era, we may not all agree you're the top of the list, but we do all agree you're on that list. That's what a 7 is. They are then divided. If you have at least 1 rank in a skill, you are a rookie. You're basically a glorified flashlight holder. You're figuring out how it works. You know a little bit. You've done the homework, but you're not competent enough yet to do it day to day. At rank 4, aptitude 4, you become a specialist, which is this S here. At a specialist level, not only can you use this skill to make a day-to-day living, but you've further begun to specialize into different aspects of that skill. And then P, as I said, is pinnacle. That's you are the shit hot example. You're the one that if we need an expert on the news, you're the one we call. That's pinnacle. Because you are a specialist in firearms, I'm not going to make you roll. You've done this yourself and heard this enough times. It's just one of those sounds you recognize automatically. As you are listening in, it's hard to hear 3 different voices whispering. One of them very fierce. And as you hear them whispering, you hear the distinctive sound of shells being loaded into a gun.
You broke up when you said what they were whispering. Did you say what they were whispering, or did you not?
I did not. You hear them whispering something very fiercely. One of them is
Oh,
whispering
okay.
very fiercely, but it's too distorted. You're too far away. There's a door in between you. You just can't make out what she's saying, but you can hear voices.
All right, well.
You do distinctly hear the sound of bullets being loaded into a gun.
Okay. Well, I'm going to. I don't want to cop knock. Maybe I should cop.
I am going to shoot back first.
I'm going to make sure my flamethrower is set to pulsate.
Okay.
And I'm going to knock on the door 3 times and say, hello, hello, hello.
As soon as you... No time. Bad time.
Yes, time. Yes.
Vegeta, no. Vegeta, yes. So... As soon as you knock on the door, the whispering stops. And again, you hear the distinctive sound of a shotgun being pumped. Who is
now,
it?
you guys don't want to do that. Why don't you come outside and we can help you?
Who is it? And this is... She sounds... Actually, you're what, like 25, I believe? She sounds about your age.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, you're
In the game, I'm
Crimson,
25,
yes.
yeah.
We are not mentioning real ages because that makes me cry. I'm still young, damn it. Don't listen to my back.
I'm gonna be 40, man. You hush.
Fuck you. I am in my 40s. It sucks. I was never supposed to make 30. I don't know what this 40 shit is. Anyway, the woman sounds about Crimson's age. She is very, trying to make herself sound more harsh than she is. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any ranks in sense motive?
Me?
Isn't it empathy in your system?
Yes. I don't know why I said sense motive.
Too many games this weekend.
No shit.
I have 1 rank in empathy.
Okay. Because you are only a rookie, there's a door in between, you're not going to get to roll. But who are you?
I can make it so there's not a door in between.
You could. If that is the role you want to go, you can. But she demands, who are you?
I'm someone here to help. Me and my friends are here to help.
Are you a cop?
No.
Are you enhanced?
No.
Then how the fuck can you help?
With my good looks and my flamethrower.
She pauses for a minute. God damn it. God damn you, Crimson. Right, firefighter shows
Why'd
up.
you lie about being enhanced?
She sounded scared of being enhanced, I think. That's what I would guess.
It's what sounded like to me the way she asked if we were enhanced. It's just...
She's also scared of being a cop.
I'd be more scared of a cop than enhanced.
Well,
Right. Enhanced cop, forget it.
oh god, no, I'm good. No thank you, officer. I am driving the speed limit. Alright, so When you say that, specifically when you mention your flamethrower, there is another round of fierce whispering. And then after a minute, the same woman that had been talking to you just says, "Shut up." And without rolling, you can tell based on her tone, "Hey, Zero Faye, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Good to meet you." You can tell based on the tone that she's not saying "shut up" to you, but to the two people she's with.
Mm-hmm.
You have a flamethrower. You fought your way here.
Yes, we did.
Is the way out clear?
Yes, it is.
Step off the porch. We're gonna come out.
Can do. And I'll step back and I'll move away from the thingy.
Awesome. So, after you step off the porch, off the little steps, one sec. Alright, sorry about that. So, after you step off the little steps, there's maybe a 30-second pause, and then the door opens. And 3 people come out.
I'm standing there holding my flamethrower, pointed at them, going, and then I pull it down. I put it down to my side, and I'm like, "Are you any of you injured?"
So, the same woman, the same voice answers. And she's the smaller of the 3, but she very has that "I'm the one in charge" energy about her. She
Dog.
is, say it again?
Small dog.
Very much, yes. She is maybe 5'5" if she was wearing like 8-inch heels. Not quite that bad, but you get what I mean. She is very much on the petite side, maybe 50 pounds soaking wet. She has long... It was probably once a nice braid, but she looks like she hasn't slept in 2 days. Blonde hair in a braid that's come partially undone. She's got hair sticking out every which way. She is holding a shotgun that seems almost as big as she is. And the way she's holding it, there is zero doubt in your mind, Crimson, with your specialty skill level in firearms. There is zero doubt in your mind that she knows exactly how to use this thing. She may not be a professional, like, military grade shooter, but this is a weapon that she is intimately familiar with and very comfortable with, if that makes sense.
It does make sense.
So she steps first. You do see she has heterochromia. Her eyes are 2 different colors. Her right eye is gray, and her left eye has no pupil. It is almost entirely gold.
Oh, okay.
She leads the way of the other 2, and they all look early 20s. There is, behind her is a young man. He is, again, blonde hair, more of a sandy blonde, whereas hers is that really bright blonde where It could be natural, it could be something out of a box, and it's basically a toss-up which one it is.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline. God damn you to hell. Anyway.
Ugh!
Oh, herbal essences.
Ah, boo. So the teenager was not in charge of the first place. The dad was caving to the teenager.
She was in charge.
I'd say she was in charge of the first place.
Look.
She wasn't in charge. She was just calling the shots. There's a difference.
Ah. Also, I'm catching up on chat now. You're all bastards. Every
Teenagers
one of
always
you. Teenagers are usually in charge. Mostly because it's easier just to do it and fucking get on with your life.
Okay.
So. And I'm not bullying you. I'm putting you in your place, Time. That's not bullying. That's establishing the rightful order.
Believe.
All right. So, I want you, Crimson, to make an empathy check for me.
An empathy check?
Yep. That is
I want
going
that
to
in
be
empathy.
mental acuity plus empathy.
Mental acuity. Okay, hold on 1 second. Where's... $14.
All right. So, as they come out, the two in the back, the blonde-haired guy, it's more of a sandy blonde. He very much has a dazed look to him. He's walking technically under his own power, but his movements are almost robotic. He looks like someone... Do you have any ranks in, or any aptitude in heal?
Might.
You
Are
don't
you
have to
looking?
roll. You do. You have aptitude 2 in heal. So, he looks concussed.
Well, buddy, you might want to lean up against a wall or something.
The third woman, or the second woman, the third character, is next to him. She's not supporting him, but you can tell from the set of her movements that she is right there in case he falls. Her hands are like all but leaping out to grab him every time he takes a step. So the first one, the one who had been talking to you, walks up. She shifts her shotgun to just one hand, her left hand, and holds her other hand out. I'm Tara. And she, as soon as she reaches out her hand, she pauses and frowns. You lied to me.
About? I didn't lie about anything.
You're enhanced.
What do you mean?
And
Not that I know. Huh?
you see emotions go over her face real quick. It's almost like you can see her making mental calculations. And then she just sighs, closes her eyes for a second, takes an obviously steadying breath, You didn't want to freak me out because most people can't stand you guys. I get it. There's no need for it, but I get it. Lying to me isn't easy. And she taps her golden eye for a second, like right under her golden eye. She doesn't stick her fucking finger in her eye.
Oh. See that little thingy there? Your little gold thing. What's your
Enhanced senses.
No. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I am enhanced. It's not gonna change anything, is it? You're not gonna try and blow my head off, because if that's the case, I'm just gonna have to set you on fire.
She gives a look that's equal parts exasperation and, all right, so this one will talk shit with me. Okay, I like this one. Like equal parts of that, you know? No. I think we can leave the firearms to the side for now. You said there's a path clear to get us out of here?
Yes. Out of character, there is a path to get them out of there, right?
Yes.
I just can't remember what way to go.
So, going out through the central garden, you guys had talked to the dryad that was there, and that area is basically a safe haven. Shit. Hey, if I want to move stuff on stream, I should move stuff that way. Anyway. They can go to the central garden and then south and take one of those exits. It is
if
secured.
you go that way and you go down this way, and you can get out. It's all clear. Just make sure you stick to the way.
She relays that information to the other two real quick and gestures, and then she looks back and her face is set in determination. Do you need someone else to handle shooting duties?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we could handle somebody else. You know, how good are you at blowing things up?
She
like
gives
shooting
us,
things.
She
Like,
gives a
are you
small
a
grin.
sharpshooter?
We don't get robbed often.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Again, now at this point, I do want you to make for me a mental acuity plus firearms check.
Mental acuity plus firearms?
Yes. Now that she's within a couple feet of you, now that you can see her shotgun completely, God damn.
26.
Alright, so that is with a degree of success. Now that you can see the shotgun, you notice a couple things about it immediately. For example, it is a pump-action shotgun. The actual pump has been modified, and you can see individual grooves that perfectly fit her hand.
Nice.
The top of the shotgun does have a sight. You are aware, right, something other than a 21. We fixed it. So, I mean, their last roll was a 14, to be fair. But there is a sight I myself am blanking on the name, and I don't want to spend the time to look it up in the gear description, because I forgot to copy it over into the NPC stat block because I am a professional.
Is it like a tactile sight, an iron sight?
So it looks at first glance like almost like a scope, which doesn't make any sense on a shotgun. Who here has seen Fifth Element?
I have.
I have.
Remember the special sight on that gun where it sent the bullets right back to the original target?
Oh, that's why she doesn't miss.
It is a version of that. It's not quite as good. Basically, you hit a target and then activate that scope, and any additional shot in the round takes a reduced multiple attack penalty.
All right.
And the shotgun itself is clearly old, but it's also clearly immaculately maintained. This is a shotgun that was probably not hers originally, but it very much has that family heirloom piece look as a pump action shotgun.
Well, yeah. Nice gun. I like it.
Thank you.
Custom made.
First built in 1892.
That's an old motherfucker.
It's still got it. So, out of character, the first successful pump-action shotgun was was the Spencer 1882, designed in 1882.
Wow.
So this is about 10 years after that. Visually, it looks... It's not going to let me... Let me see if I can copy this. No, I'm not going to do that too much. Can I I'm just a little guy. Nope, it's not
For the
letting me
record,
do that.
everyone. For the record, everyone, Alan is not a little guy. There's not much that's little about Alan. He's like 6 foot something. He's probably close to like 200 some odd pounds. He's not a little guy at all.
I am greatly happy you said close to 200 pounds. I am 6'2". I am also almost 300 pounds. I don't look it.
Oh.
I did a lot of Muay Thai and other martial arts when I was younger, and that gave me the quote-unquote tree trunk thighs. So, yeah.
Muay Thai. You can do that?
I used to be able to do that. 20 years ago,
Now I
I
have
could
this
do
image
that.
in my head.
Mm-hmm.
When
That was a good image, isn't it?
Hey, remind me the next time we hang out to show you a YouTube video. I'm not in it, but it's my crew, the guy who trained me, and one of the guys I trained with.
Nice.
But if you want to look in chat, her gun basically looks like that in the Discord general channel. Only it's been clearly modified with a shotgun barrel. This is technically the rifle version.
Okay.
So, all right. I'll do what I can to help. And she, as she says it, she nods to you, turns and leaves. She follows her friends. This is going to take place over the next couple of minutes, but you do see her go into the central garden and go towards the exit with her friends, and then after a couple minutes, you see her going back to the central garden and basically taking a ready stance, aiming north. She's not like actively aiming, but she is looking in that direction and ready to snap her gun up and fire at a moment's notice.
Okay.
So, that is going to be you. We are then going to move on to Lino.
I don't wait at the door or like check for a list or anything. I just walk up, knock, and say, "Emergency response team."
All right. So, emergency. Oh, thank God. Finally, somebody's here. 1 minute. And the voice is much more haggard than you would expect. It's clearly someone who is not young, but is sounding far older than they are at the moment, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You can hear, after a second, you hear the door start to unlock, and then you hear like 8 different locks and chains being unlocked. You have Foundry, Journal, Lino, Chemical, Mechanical, Weaponry, Structure. Okay, so structural. You are at least a rookie. I'm not going to make you roll. After the first 2 locks, like the first one is clearly a deadbolt, and the second is the security chain. I'm blanking on the official name, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The next like 6 all have different sounds. Like they sound different weights, they sound like they're coming from different areas, and you know those were things added on. And the door opens, and you see first a man. He looks in his mid-30s, but again, he looks like he hasn't slept in 2 weeks, even though this incident has not been going on that long. He looks like he's running on about 90% coffee and cigarettes. He is wearing scrubs that have been obviously repatched together multiple times over multiple years.
Okay.
You can see his scrubs do have a little name tape with his name on it. He is Dr. Abadi. And
Right.
you can see in front of the doctor, the material of the scrub is discolored a little bit. Like there was another, like the name tape used to be longer, and it's been removed. Not much longer, but enough for 3 or 4 more letters. Maybe an additional title, a rank, something like that.
Hmm.
As
When I first got here, like doing initial investigations around the area for the missing supplies, would I know of any events that this guy could be connected to? Because I remember you said this guy in the previous family, they both were like awake way longer than the event was going on. Do I have any idea what that could be?
Sure. So go ahead and roll. Let me look at your character sheet. It's going to be mental acuity and make a knowledge check. Mental acuity plus knowledge.
19.
19. So, because of your background in the Ardor of the White Eye, out of character, real quick, I'm going to explain something about the setting real quick, and this will relate to the question you asked me. So,
Right.
one of the things about the Shattered World is that, again, magic exists, and magic is bloodline based. Magic can't be trained. Right? I can go out and train someone how to use a gun. I can't train someone how to throw a fireball. So, all large governments, all large states have a standing army. That being said, standing army sizes tend to be a lot smaller in the Shattered World than in our world. And private military groups, private military families are used much more heavily for obvious reasons. Family sizes, especially for those that make an active living based on their magic, also tend to be bigger. Closer to farm family sizes rather than white America middle class family sizes. You know, you're more likely to have 8 kids than you are 2.5. Dr. Abadi, you do recognize the last name. It was one of the ones that you were flagged about. They are a former field medic. Their family basically works like most military capital F families for the highest bidder. You know, he has been in multiple war zones. None of them World War level, but all of them pretty bad. He was not flagged as a possible resource because you know he is suffering from some trauma due to a past supernatural attack. The record you have did not specify. It was specifically sealed off. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I think Lino is going to be with that information, and seeing this guy is like super stressed is going to be like, hey, listen, as we get you out of here, is there anything you can tell us that can help us while we secure the area and take care of this threat?
No, I've been focused on my patients. Do you... And he turns, and his apartment has become a triage center. There are 3 patients in there. Excuse me, there are 2 patients in there. There is an older man, very down-to-earth clothes, jeans, and a t-shirt. He is laying on the couch, and he is barely conscious, sitting in a recliner on the other side of the living room, with the recliner all the way back, is a teenager. She has, her shirt is off, but she is wrapped in gauze almost from neck down. And you can see, even from here, there is still red on the gauze from the blood spreading.
Mm.
I need to get my patients out of here. I am not losing anyone else.
While we were going through the mall, at any point did we see any not carts, but like the flat surfaces that it's used to like carry tables through malls? Like, have we seen any of those type of things that could help transport people out of here?
So while you haven't seen one, I will say, with Emor being tapped into, he's tapped into the network. No, with him having hacked into the security system already, you will have access to one of those.
Okay, I'm gonna call for Emer for telling me where those are. I'm gonna ask him if he can like pass over the med kit that we got to see if this guy needs it for like emergency transportation or something.
Yes.
To stabilize the patients.
So anyone with, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, and then I was gonna go grab one of them.
Awesome. So as you start to do all that, as you start to say all that, from by the couch, what is clearly the younger sister of the girl who's been wounded. I can go tell him, I can go help, I want to help, please let me help, please dear God let me help. And she just books. She is moving about twice the speed of a normal person.
Cool. All right.
Nearly.
Speaker who's been cooped up for too long.
Yes,
Mhm.
nearly bowls you over. But avoids you technically, and just books it across the way. Runs right up to Emor, so you see this glorified tween run up to you. Hey, he needs help. He needs, he said you knew where tables to push people on were, that carry the tables. And we need medical kits. My sister's hurt. Be right back. And books. And even when she talks, I'm not doing a good job of doing it, because my voice is starting to hurt, but she is very much words spilling over one another. She is speaking almost as fast as she runs. So, Lino, the dot goes back to the guy and the girl who was wounded. Do you have any ranks in heal?
I believe I do not. I just have biology, which is the closest thing, I think.
Okay. Make a mental acuity knowledge check. We will count biology for this.
I've splinted an animal before. Let's do this.
Thank you, Zero. I appreciate that. Alright. Let me click on the right tab.
27.
Fuck me, okay. So, you look at her, and You know everything. So, he begins trying to heal her, trying to close some of her wounds, and the wounds will not close. They're very slow to. With your knowledge of biology, you're standing in the ardor of the white eye. You aren't 100% certain, however, you would bet your paycheck what is happening, especially since the other girl claimed to be her sister. More than likely the girl is her half sister, or maybe full sister. Remember me mentioning that magic flows in bloodlines. Marriage in the Shattered World never really moved past that marriage for political alliances, marriage for business partnership, right? Like, marriage as we understand it in our world is usually done because you love one another. Marriage in the Shattered World, yeah, sometimes that happens, but a lot of times you got married to a minor noble to, strengthen the alliance with France. That's what marriage is for most people, even non-capital F family members. Sometimes bloodlines don't interact well with one another in the same way that two recessive genes may cause physical deformment. The same thing can happen in the world with magic. You wouldn't be surprised if she has the same enhanced mobility that her sister does. But that increased speed, that increased metabolism, that increased body quickness is also affecting whatever stabbed her, poisoned her, hurt her, and it is making that run at super speed as well.
Okay.
So there is something, some exterior agent that's basically she's poisoned, and because she's poisoned, the wounds won't stitch together. Whatever he is trying to do to heal the poison is outracing. It's almost similar to a cancer in that regard.
All right. So, I think unless I can do craft chemical, I think I'm gonna try to call Emir and get his specialization in pharmaceutical to help with this.
Absolutely. So with your high roll, I will let you make a craft chemical check. Absolutely call for Emor as well.
Okay.
So Emor,
So I'm gonna get started.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna get started on something while not fully committing to it. I'm not gonna do anything too dangerous while working on this preventative thing, knowing Emer is gonna be better suited for it.
Awesome. So, as you start, and as you're mentioning this out loud, as you're talking with the doc and making your knowledge check, you feel more than you hear air hitting your back, and you can tell the younger sister is suddenly there. And when you say Emor, you just hear, "The guy with you? Right, I'll go tell him. Be right back." And then another blast of air. It's not enough to knock you down or make you fucking Star Trek fall or anything like that, but your clothes are ruffled as she's just booking. And then Emor, right before you go to knock on your door or whatever you were going to be doing, the kid runs right back up to you again. "Hey, your friend, he needs help. He needs medicine stuff. He said you could help. Can you help?"
Sure.
"All right, come on. Let's go. Come on."
I'm moving.
And
Does she like reach out her hand for me or anything?
no, she like
Like try to
darts
take her hand?
behind you and tries to push you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be pushed.
Roll reflex. No,
We're gonna give her like just enough like she I don't know how strong she is. She's probably not very
she's like
very strong.
11.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give it just enough resistance to make her feel like she's doing something.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
We are not introducing her to the fucking chipmunks time.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty
I
sure
thought
that
that's
she
what you're
is
trying
one of
to
the
set up.
chipmunks.
Maybe, yeah.
Like she's
Oh,
like
well,
she's
they're
a
both the
anamorph
chipmunks.
or whatever.
Yes.
She's both chipmunks stacked on top of each other in a trench coat.
Yes.
Well, I thought it was the sister that was going to be the other chipmunk, but that works too.
Nope.
The chipmunks have human forms. This is them. So, she's pushing. You get there. You heard everything I said. So yeah, you get to this room. There are the two patients. The guy, his legs look like they were crushed. He is stabilized for the moment, but he is going in and out. You are going to need some type of stretcher, which is already being worked on. She is the one that the doctor and Lino are both at. So,
Should I roll craft
like
chemical,
pulling
or
out
should I wait for...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, should I roll craft chemical now, or roll it with Emer's pharmaceutical?
so go ahead and roll it now. Emor.
Mental acuity plus craft?
Yep. So, Emor, you have
19.
a choice. You can craft a pharmaceutical as normal, which will be mental acuity plus craft to see if it works.
Okay.
You have the enhancement merit Soul Forged. Once per week, you may designate one crafting project as a Soul Forged product. Normally, so what is your current resolve?
4.
So, normally what this allows you to do, you can reduce one of your attributes by 2, and in return reduce the wealth cost by 4, and the item that you make gains some mod slots. Normally that doesn't apply to consumables. With this scenario being what it is, if you wish, I will allow you to use Soul Forge.
You said it's an attribute that I reduced by 2?
You reduce one of your attributes by 2.
Is it permanent?
No. Attribute points are healed at the rate of 1 per day, unless otherwise specified. So for the rest of today, until you take a long rest, one of your attributes would be reduced by 2. Tomorrow, one of them would be reduced by 1. And then it'd go away.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll reduce some resolve to some willpower, some resolve to add some mod slots to this thing.
Awesome. So, I am going to... Alright, so that is saved. Make for me a mental acuity plus craft check, my friend. Give yourself a +4 bonus.
Wow. +4.
So, Lino, what you have created is essentially a mild acid. That's not quite accurate, but basically it's a mild acid that you're using to help destroy some of the overactive diseased flesh as they're trying to close it up. Emor, with your 21, Emor immediately starts MacGyvering himself in the kitchen. Yes, most of the stuff he's grabbing, he is making what is clearly a pharmaceutical, but he's also grabbing like peanut oil and some other foodstuffs. None of it looks like it should all go together to eat, let alone to try and heal. So again, for my new listeners, Emor possesses a merit, for D&D familiar, see feat, called Kinaic Trained. Basically, whenever he makes a pharmaceutical item, he can instead make it as a dish, a food item, that will also give temporary stamina. What he is making is still going to appear for this purpose to be a pharmaceutical item, but between his Soul Forge and between his Kinaic Trained, that's why the character is grabbing things like peanut oil and sesame oil and some bread, etc.
Yeah, but it's got to be like a dad dinner. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Like, I made smoothies last time, so this has got to be like, I don't know. I can think of a good thing off the top of my head.
But
it's just stir fry. It's just stir fry.
It's just stir fry.
It's just stir fry. It's just stir fry.
Just stir fry.
I love you.
Eat fried venison.
Oh, now I want some venison. And I want stir fry. God damn it. I'm hungry.
Fried food.
Oh.
Fried cheese.
I made my kid pork tonkatsu the other day, and it was so good. Oh, I'm hungry. Anyway, focus. I'm fucking focusing. Dead dinner. So, you make this dish, and Lino, you can see without having to roll, as he's working, as, you know, his hands are flying and grabbing ingredients, his hands have begun to glow very faintly, very slightly. And his face is screwed up in a look of concentration. But it's almost like when he's looking through what he's working with and not at what he's looking with, if that makes sense.
Okay.
He finishes...
I'm sauteing the shit out of this.
Yes. He also finishes far quicker than he should. If this is something that would normally take 15 minutes, he finishes in like 3.
Okay.
And he begins slowly feeding her. And again, at this point, she's technically unconscious. But he begins feeding her as the doc is closing up wounds, as you are using your mild caustic acid to help destroy some of the diseased flesh. And between the three of you, you get her stabilized quick. She is not moving under her own power, but she is stabilized to the point where you don't think you're going to lose her before you can get her to an actual medical facility.
Awesome.
At this point, all of you hear a clatter. Right as you're finishing, and as you look, the younger sister has appeared at the door, and she was pushing one of those large carts that has the flat surface on it that you were talking about.
Okay. So, like, my character, like, normally with kids, he would, like, you know, try to talk slowly to make sure they understand, but with how fast this kid is moving mentally, he just says it, like, normally, like, probably faster, being like, make sure you don't jostle your sister, make sure she doesn't fall off, get her out, like, tell her the path, and, like, make sure
Yeah.
that she doesn't, like, knock her onto the ground and run her over or something.
Right, jostling's bad. I got belts. And she holds up like 30 belts of various sizes and lengths.
We all check our pants and our belts are missing.
Right. Did I mention she's reached pinnacle in sleight of hand? No, you can see, like, there are 2 of the belts that are probably hers. They're smaller and they look real cutesy. One of them has a little unicorn as the buckle. But the rest are, like, clearly all different sizes, all different styles. And you notice that a lot of the storage closets, the storage areas in between the apartments that I mentioned, a lot of them are open now, and they weren't a few minutes ago. And the ones that you can see from where you're standing have clearly been rummaged in.
Yeah, we got the kid to do it for us. Nice. Who says child labor is bad?
Child labor is best labor. What were you about to say, Emor?
I said, I bet you we can get her to do something else for us, too.
What-
Emer's going to kneel down and get to
Okay.
her level and say, honey, come here.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you know your neighbors?
I do.
Okay. Maybe they can all help us. We can all work together. Do you want to go let them know it's safe to come out?
I can try. They're not going to listen to me.
They might. Tell them the Starlight Networks is here.
Okay. And
Before she goes, I'm going to offer her a little of that stir fry.
she, like, grabs it with her hand and shoves it in her face. This is good. Books it.
I looked at Emer. You didn't get her. You didn't accidentally add some of your speed because she doesn't need it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you accusing me of being addicted to speed? That's ridiculous, Lino.
Right. Sorry. Don't know where that came from.
Accusing? No. So, Colette, as you go to knock on the door, we are not going to get to you today, or Emor for yours. I apologize. It is 11:46. We will start next time with you two. Emor, because you... Oh, excuse me. Emor, because you helped with Lino's, we will start with Colette and then move on to yours. But, Colette, as you go to knock on the door or whatever you were doing, this midget just books it past you, pounds on the door as hard as her 11-year-old fist can pound, and shouts, "Guys, get out! Starlight Networks is here, come on!" And then runs and repeats the process at every door, including the ones you have already been to.
I shoot her. I'm just kidding.
I do not like the speedy child. Bang.
A monster!
Witch! It's a witch!
You must learn to slow down and appreciate life. Kneecaps the kid. You're welcome.
Take some time. Really stop and smell the roses.
Ah,
It'll be
we
the
hear.
last thing you smell.
Oh,
Just look at the flowers.
just look at the flowers.
Tell me about the rabbits, George.
Ah, we here at Mr. Bitey's do not condone child violence. We do, however, on occasion find it fucking hilarious. So, this was our. It depends on if Looney Tunes is playing or not.
Looney Tunes.
So, thank you everyone who was here for our first session back. It was good seeing you all again, our new friends, our old friends. I hope you enjoyed this introductory The Shattered World shenanigans. We will continue next week, Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern. The Mr. Bitey's schedule, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. we are streaming. That is my game design, game discussion stream, where we go over a little bit more in depth about the Shattered World, the setting, the lore, the game mechanics, things like that. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern are what we call Bitey's Breaks, and that's where I play other games, basically fuck around. Take a break from designing, take a break from editing. I will go over the Shattered World, relate how this game may or may not relate to the Shattered World, talk random game design in general, but mostly it's a good, chill time. And then, yeah, Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern is the Shattered World. I am going to look up where we are going to raid next. If you guys want to start doing your outros.
Alright, I have been Colette, played by Danielle.
This was Crimson, played. This is Fee, played. This is Fee. I played Crimson.
Yes.
This was Lino, played by Time Glitch.
And this was Imir, played by Super.
Awesome. So, if they allow us, because I've seen... It really is my chance to rant uninterrupted. Sometimes channels in the TTRPG section don't like us raiding in, which is understandable. We are going to be raiding Whispering Winds TTRPG. It appears they are playing a Changeling the Dreaming session. So, love Changeling, love World of Darkness. Let's go check them out. Y'all take care, be safe, see you next time.